All right, so these are our tournament leaders besides Chris Patello. So Chris Patello in a league of his own, and then there are 4 players at that X and 1 spot. Gavin up top and Alex on the bottom. Alex was our tournament leader going in, lost to Chris Patello right in the morning, won the next round. And Gavin playing Orzhov Demons. Walk us through this Orzhov Demon list.
I like this list a lot, actually.
Yeah.
So, of course, we've seen the Demon deck doing pretty well. Actually, another one of those decks that has a pretty high win rate in the last few weeks. Has some weaknesses as a monocolor deck.
Yep.
And adding white gives you a clean answer to Cutter.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, we have Legion to Ashes. Kind of
there
an
we go.
obscure removal spell into sideboard cards, too. And then I like the choice here from Gavin of playing Cruel Claw's Heist instead of Deep Cavern Bat. In a format where players are so geared in to kill a small creature, this deck wants to just like discard spell, kill a thing, play a big idiot, kill you.
The thing I love about Gavin's creatures here is so great. Like, it's Anointed Peacekeeper, Archfiend of the Dross, Preacher, Quasi-Revenant, Shieldred. Those are the 5 creatures in the deck. One thing they have in common, Burst Lightning does not touch anything in this deck. So this is a lesson I learned from my brother, one of the best Magic players kind of to ever do it. And it is, when you metagame for a standard tournament, make your opponent's removal as awkward as possible. And it looks like Gavin took this lesson to heart. And, this seems sweet. All the 2 damage effects are not going to do anything to his deck.
Yeah, and these black cards already line up pretty well against Cutter in general. We've seen Meagher and Model Black doing well. Great evolution of the deck.
Game is underway. Alex starts it off with the Swift Spear. I love that classic art of the Swift Spear as well. Big fan. And then just a Concealed Courtyard and a pass from Gavin.
If you want to get a reaction enemy with art on cards, Old Boar is a good way to do it.
Okay, gotcha. And John Avon lands.
And Avon's good.
Yeah. Our directors, they love the full text lands. Ugh. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
It's gonna be okay.
Anyways,
we can get through this.
God. All right.
Oh.
Pest Control.
Forget temporary lockdown.
I mean, just 3 of those. That is not messing around. You are coming to kill all these creatures. All the card choices from Gavin's list really leads me to believe that Gavin has a fantastic Is It Prowess matchup. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, and it's cool to see. Temporary lockdown looks like it would be awesome in this deck. He's a little tough on the mana, but touches nothing in the entire deck. But Gavin going for the Pest Control because he can't enter the Floodmont, which is awesome.
Yeah. Incredible. I mean, when everyone's prepared for A, zig and play B. Swift Spear number 3 gets on in there. But no, I mean, that would have been the turn. Corey Steelcutter into Swift Spear would look excellent. It wasn't there. The one of Anointed Peacekeeper is going to take a look and see what's in hand.
So that card will cost 2 more, and you can't activate abilities of the named card as well.
Wow, didn't go for any of these spells proactively on Alex's turn. Is that strange to you?
That is strange, yes.
Why not just at least opt? I'm very confused by that.
Yeah, because there's no negates in the deck. So, if you wanted to bluff negate, bluffing Stroke into this board doesn't really matter that much. If you want to have Spell Pierce up, you can still opt. Could even find a Spell Pierce off and opt in theory. So,
yeah, because, sure, you want to wait till you find Corey Steelcutter. Great, yeah, but opt could help you find it, and then you could still Corey Steelcutter into Rage. So a little strange play from Alex, but Alex, a master of his deck. I'm not going to ask. Opt was named.
Yeah, and important to note that you cannot play the card in response to naming opts. Once the ability resolves, the card is named, and it costs more. There's no window to, you're naming opt, I'll just cast opt instead.
Yeah, you could opt with the spell on the stack, but Alex did not want to do that either. So now you can tap 3 mana to have a sorcery speed, not a stock up, just an opt, which is way less exciting.
a little bit worse.
Yeah. Man, Alex's hand was going to absolutely pop off without that Pest Control, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Swift Spear into Swift Spear, and then the next turn, opt Monstrous Rage. I mean, even that is just already, what, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage?
There's probably another rage in the top 2 cards.
Oh, yeah. There's always more rage.
Woo! Love it.
Okay, so this is perfect. Service value, you can opt to make it a 2/3, and then you can rage to make it much larger than this Peacekeeper. So I like the attack. The only thing that punishes if you opt into a Storm Chaser's talent here, and you'd rather play that, you know, before you attack. I think that's the only punisher for not just opting and then attacking.
Right. It does seem like there's very little to be gained by just playing it in combat.
Yeah. I like what you were saying, though. You start off by playing all instants at sorcery speed, then you play all instants at instants, and then, all right, you realize you just play these instants at sorcery speed.
Yep.
Here's the heist. Are we doing any gifting?
I would imagine not.
Okay.
You know, gifting against a like Domain where you're getting a super high power card, sure. Don't want to give Alex more cards, even if you get the best one.
Yeah. So this is just a discard a card, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Distress, I
Okay.
believe was the first version of that card.
And a pass back with that one monstrous rage, a swift spear, and a dream. This is Gavin's match to be 11-1, I would say. Alex needs to get some help, and I think Alex is always doing what these Izzet players are doing on turn 4, 5, or 6 when you're drawing a card. Like, can it be a stock up?
Yeah, I think this is one of those matchups we were discussing earlier where cutting down on Monstrous Rage is super reasonable.
Yeah.
You know, there's not only the removal spells, but the discard makes Rage pretty awkward too. You know, your opponent, now they know about it. They can choose to take it if it's a problem, or they can just leave it behind and kill your creatures instead. You know, so it limits your flexibility. And as we've seen here, we've seen Rage not cast for multiple turns because it's kind of awkward to play an open mana. It's sort of just a lava spike in that regard. You know,
Okay.
oh god, oh god,
Oh, no.
oh god. All right.
We had Rebel Salva to deal with the Peacekeeper, and here is a Rage, and what was that, a Go for the Throat for the perfect 2-for-1. Now Gavin gets to look down at his beautiful 6/6 Demon with 2 creature lands, and Alex is hellbent playing land number 5. This looks to me like Orzhov Demons. Probably Gavin Meagher just locked up a Pro Tour invite, I would assume.
Yeah, looking for a good matchup here against Izzet and certainly finding it.
Yeah.
And the Rage could have been cast a number of times.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing where you get put in this awkward spot where, like, when do you cast it? Do you want to just, like, cash it in for a lava spike? Do you want to wait till they're tapped out? And you end up in a spot like that where you get blown out.
And Gavin attacks for 9 here, gains some life. The Fortress is doing some good stuff. Is there any chance for Alex?
I mean, is there a control magic in the sideboard here for Alex? Or some Izzet decks were actually playing Catnap.
Catnap?
Catnap, yeah, Catnap.
Okay.
Which is a control magic variant if you get the card to steal the creature.
Sure.
But
I think if that were to happen, Alex would take this Archfiend and die to it with the counters.
That is the funny part. Yes, if you steal the creature, like they lost the counter on their turn, you lose the counter on your. Yeah, it's not good.
That would be great. So, how about an unsummon? Is that going to get us there?
You want me to lie to you and tell you it's going to be okay?
Yes.
Corey, it's going to be okay.
Okay.
Alex has got this one.
Sweet.
In the bag.
Alex down to 2, gets a Shivan Reef, and Gavin Meagher goes to 11-1